Hey, I'm James from J Technology, and we are back here at VidCon 2015 at the at Anaheim Convention Center. We have Jesse Mineo, and he's going to go over what the Canon Vixia Mini X is all about.
Yeah.
Jesse?
Yeah, so the Vixia Mini X, this is a camera that we really designed for on-the-go professional quality in a really small form factor. And the thing we want to focus on with this camera beyond the HD technology is the audio. So here we record linear PCM sound in this mic that's a big part of the camera. It takes up a lot of the camera space because we wanted to give a small form factor device with great sound, because we know that in this space, a lot of these smaller cameras really lack in the sound quality. So more than any of our DSLRs is the quality of our sound recording to this camera. You're still getting a 1920 by 1080 MP4 or AVC HD image when you record. What's awesome too is the form factor. So see, we have a screen here, it's touchscreen, but it flips out. So if I'm operating the camera from behind, like you normally would, it can face you, but you can also flip it towards you. And there's a little kickstand. So with that kickstand, you're able to point it at yourself, and really you don't need an operator, and that screen's facing you now, and it's a touch screen, so you can set your settings, and you're off and running.
That's great. Yeah, I saw several people with this at the convention, I guess vlogging for their YouTube channel, and I thought that I saw this, like, I was wondering what that was or what company, but that's a great idea.
Yeah, and what's great too is the Vixia Mini X, we want to bring a lot of the main functionality into a tactile interface. So you have the record button here on the side, your playback button, so if you want to review, you just hit that physical button, and your audio levels, your mic level is a physical wheel on the side here. So outside of having the mic built in, we also have an 1/8" mic input. So if you want to use a mic accessory, you can, and a headphone jack as well. We have an HDMI out, so if you want to review footage or record uncompressed off of the device, you can go to recorder out of that HDMI. And again, just bringing as much pro functionality as we can into a really small form factor.
And I noticed it can serve different purposes. I noticed earlier that you can actually use this just for sound with your DSLR.
Yeah, exactly. So if you come out of the headphone jack and go directly into the line input on the DSLR, you can record that audio to the video file of the DSLR. What a lot of people I've seen use the camera for is just mounting it directly onto that cold shoe or hot shoe on the camera and running video as they're taking photos or shooting with their DSLR. Other people as well, they like to capture themselves while they create content and actually face the camera towards them and do this sort of like dual vlogging scenario where one camera is facing the world and the Vixia is facing you.
And I also noticed, like, you have a drone up here, so it has very different purposes that you can use this for.
Right, yeah, so it is an image stabilized lens, so on the drones it works really well, and it is durable enough to be flown. We've had a lot of shooters fly this camera, and what they come back with is just a superior image quality. You know, it's a Canon lens and a great sensor in there, and it really, in this class of small form factor device, performs really, really well.
And the sensor, what kind of sensor is on here?
It's a 1/2.3 size sensor. It's sort of a unique sensor size. You do have a fisheye effect with the lens. Out of the box, the way you shoot is sort of in this very fisheye form factor. Where we've seen it being applied to most, especially at VidCon, is a lot of video game vloggers. So when they're doing sort of tournament-style video game vlogging, they'll set up the Vixia, and it can capture 6 people at once playing their game, and they know that they got the whole shot with that really wide-angle lens. Yeah. There's the ability to zoom in. You just punch in on that magnifying glass and it punches in. It is a digital zoom, but it's a high megapixel sensor, so that even though we're digitally punching in, you still get a really nice quality at 1920 by 1080.
And the microphone, looks like it's directional?
Yes, yeah, it's a directional microphone, exactly.
And this is available, and what is the price?
It's $399.99, so it's about $400. It's available now. Yeah, shipping.
And then any major retailer, B&H, Amazon?
Exactly, yeah. This will be, all of our certified retailers will be carrying the Vixia Mini X, yeah.
Thank you, Jesse.
Oh, my pleasure.